You've been on the show a few times. We're very excited. But tonight, I think it's the first time ever you're singing on the show.
I think so.
Yes, it's very good. So what are you giving us?
I'm going to give you my new song.
Good one. Right. Is it called I Hope You Find It?
Yes.
And is it off your new album, Closer to the Truth?
Yes.
Now, listen,
This is like some sort of questionnaire. This is like...
I've got the facts. I've got the facts.
Obviously, you don't. You're asking me.
I know. I just like to hear it from your pretty lips.
Okay.
But now, I like you to... It's classic. I feel we're getting classic Cher tonight.
What do you mean?
Classic. It's classic Cher.
Well, you're kind of getting tartan and...
Well, there's a bit about punk. There's a punk edge.
Yes.
Punk edge, but nice dark hair. And,
Yeah.
Now, is it a mood thing? Do you wake up and decide which Cher you will be?
Are you out of your mind tonight?
Possibly. Talking about the, the explicit content of 50 Shades and, the things, but nothing that Julie Walters hasn't seen.
I beg your pardon.
No, because...
Intimating.
Well, no, personal services.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly, personal services. It's the top of everyone's list. It really is. No, because it was really ahead of its time. It had all this stuff in there, all the fetishes.
Oh, yeah, no, old Cynthia. It was about Cynthia Payne, the madam. And, yeah, she'd seen it all. And most of it wasn't to do with sex. It was to do with sort of role play. First time I met her was in a sort of shishi restaurant in Soho, really quiet, with Terry Jones, from Monty Python, who was directing it. And she walked in, and there was a few diners in there. It was all very quiet. The first thing she said, she didn't even say hello. She said, "Do you like sex, Julie?" I thought, well, it depends on who it's with. And she said, "No, because you can find a girl who likes sex, you've got gold." She sits down, she gets out a whole load of photographs. And the first one, really, I'd never seen anything like them in my life. And the first one was this man lying on the floor, covered in some sort of dark matter. I don't know what it was. And she said, "That's my bank manager." And I said, what? He's covered in Hoover dust. That's what he likes. So he would pay to go and see her to be covered in Hoover dust, and that's what... And that was...
How do you find that out? How do you discover that you get turned on by Hoover dust?
I know. She said to me, she said, "Look, Julie, if you need a cleaner, just ring me up." And I said, "Why? What?" And she said, "Well, because I'll get you a slave. I have slaves, people who come specially to be, beaten and do the cleaning. So if you want somebody, all you've got to do..." I said, "I don't want to beat someone." She said, "No, all you've got to do is give them a toothbrush, tell them to clean the kitchen floor and kick them up the bum in a pair of high heels."
And now, it's lovely to have you here. It's particularly lovely to have you here because earlier this year, I don't know if you remember this, there was a bit of a scare, a bit of a rumour went out that you weren't here. Okay. No, you must have seen this. It was where a Twitter hashtag went out and people...
I was dead?
Yeah, people misread it.
Yes.
Do you remember this?
Well, no, someone told me.
Well, this was the hashtag, and it was when Margaret Thatcher died. So Margaret Thatcher died, but in America, people just had it like, now that Cher is dead. Did you get a lot of people tweeting?
Yes, there was a big Twitter fest. It was trending. She's dead.
This happens a lot with the hashtaggy things.
Yes.
So, for instance, I don't know if you remember Susan Boyle, the lovely singer Susan Boyle, she was launching a new album and she was going to have a party, and there was much excitement when she announced her party. Ticket, really? But this is my favourite one. I think, what were they thinking? So there's a very posh event here called the Cheltenham Literary Festival. So the Cheltenham Literary Festival kind of went, yeah, let's get involved in this whole Twitter thing. Let's be all over it. Yeah, we like writers and books and things, but we really need people. So they came up with a Twitter name for themselves, with the Cheltenham Literary Festival. Here it is.
Funny.
Sadly, attendance is very low. No one could find it.
I had to rap in the Harry Hill film. I found
Did
it
you?
really hard to
Did
learn.
you?
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's stuck in my head. 'Cause
Stop
it's so
it.
hard to learn.
It's what's
Why are you
why are you
stop
pulling
it?
that face?
No, no,
Graham?
no. I'm just laughing at that because I've only seen clips of the Harry film, but it does look very funny. Every clip makes me laugh a lot. We're seeing one later. What's your rap? Do you remember
My
your
rap is about Blackpool. It's, you'll give me fun, sea and sun, hot dog in a bun, kiss me quick, drink and spit, a stick, a paddle and a picnic. If it, I can't remember the rest.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Wow, amazing.
Tiny,
brilliant.
you can go now. You're
I'm out
redundant.
of the top.
You can learn, Tiny, learn. You can learn.
And of course, I think it's exciting because after all these years, you're in a movie with Meryl Streep again.
Yes.
Yeah. Because Silkwood was your first movie, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And I've heard you talk about how, you know, some actors were a little sniffy about the idea of Cher going into acting.
It was terrible, actually. I went, Mike Nichols called and said, they're playing the trailer at some movie, you know, in Westwood, and you've got to go and see it. So I said, oh, well, I'm so excited. So I actually didn't do that, but I was very excited. And so my sister, my friend, and I ran to see it. We're sitting there, and it comes up, and they show some clips, and then they say, you know, Meryl Streep, and everybody applauds, and then they say, Kurt Russell, and everyone applauds, and then they say Cher, and everyone started laughing. Oh. And it was just, it was heartbreaking, but all I kept thinking was, you know, everyone did it, so it's so organic, it just was the truth. And so I got home and I called him and he said, they may laugh in the beginning, but they won't be laughing at the end.
How true they were.
And I got nominated for Academy Award.
Woohoo! Yes. I think this is comforting. People, young actors out there should take solace because although the success was very fast and everything, not all the auditions went that brilliantly in the beginning. No. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
No.
Well, maybe it did go brilliantly.
Many.
The one with Dino De Laurentiis.
Oh, auditioning, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Well, that was for King Kong.
Not for
the
King.
girl.
Yeah, for the girl. I mean, she's very good.
Now I can play the other one. Now I got that down. But yeah, that was Dino De Laurentiis Sr. And his son had seen me in a play. And so I went up to the top of the Gulf and Western building, like the 33rd floor, and he had this amazing office that looked all over Manhattan, and he was back there. And I walked in, and his son was sitting there, very excited that he'd brought in this new actress. And the father said to his son, in Italian, because I understand Italian, he said, "Che brutta." You know, why do you bring me this ugly thing?
Whoa.
Yeah, very sobering, you know, as a young girl. So I said to him, "Mi dispiace molto, you know, but I understand what you're saying. I'm sorry I'm not beautiful enough to be in King Kong."